Indian equities rallying on the back of this news. We haven't had final confirmation yet, but Menaka, the key takeaways then from the exit polls and that market reaction.
Well, the exit polls give Prime Minister Modi and his BJP a decisive majority, as you just said, so they're not going to be just well past the 272 or halfway mark of the 545 seats that were put to vote, but they're likely to beat their 2019 number and exceed it by at least 10 to 20 seats on average. Now, that is extraordinary for, as you pointed out, a government that's been in power for 10 years now. And not just extraordinary, but Prime Minister Modi seems to be expanding his footprint or hold across India. So in these exit polls, they indicate that he is expanding his footprint to newer places of India where his party was not in favor earlier. For instance, the East, where there seems to be a capitulation to the BJP, and in the South, where the BJP seems to be making new inroads. This, besides defending his strong position in the North, quite extraordinary, as you pointed out. If the exit polls turn out to be true, not only has he found some marvelous way to fight back anti-incumbency, but he's also found a way to extend his charisma for the next 5 years.
And if these exit polls are confirmed on Tuesday out of India, what are the key priorities for this refreshed Modi government?
We've already seen markets welcome what everyone's calling policy continuity. So you've seen an equity and bond rally in India. And this exit poll news, if confirmed, comes on the back of a slew of other good or positive news for the Indian economy. We've had a strong GDP showing for FY24 at 8.2%, a ratings outlook upgrade, an excellent dividend from the RBI, which gives the government more money to spend, and a solid monsoon forecast, which you know is critical to the Indian economy. But policy continuity isn't going to cut it, I'd suggest. In fact, this government needs to think of more ways to add jobs, which has not been a success area for the last 10 years, boost rural consumption, which has been in the decline for the last 2 or 3 years, bring in more foreign investment. Again, FDI has not been very buoyant over the last 2 or 3 years. So continuity is not going to be enough. Stability is not going to be enough. This government needs to find ways to do all of these things that I identified. Foreign investors are going to be looking at what Prime Minister Modi's government, if it were to come back to power, will do to boost manufacturing, will do with regards to the unfinished agenda on digital and privacy laws, and will do to factor market reform. Prime Minister Modi said in an op-ed piece this morning, we need to dream a new dream in India. That seems to be his agenda. We'll watch to see what his government has to say if it were to come back to power.